So, that Eagles game, right? God, that sucks, dude. We should have won that game even with our backup quarterback, number 18, Josh McCown, 40-year-old man who's never been in the playoffs in his entire career of 17 whole seasons. Jesus, dude. Hey, Doug Peterson, it's 4th down. What do you think we should do? Go for it. 4th and 7. We're in field goal range in the red zone. Yeah. Oh, you know that. Oh, you want to go for it anyways. Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense because we're losing by 8 points. So if we just get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, we're fine. Yeah, well, okay. That makes perfect sense. Unless you don't make either of the conversions. You did twice, man. Why? God. And Jadeveon Clowney, number 90 on the Seahawks defense. I hope you get fined your entire freaking salary for the entire year and don't get to play for the rest of the playoffs or next season for that hit you put on Carson Wentz to take him out of the game. What was the point of, first of all, hitting him while he was already on the ground? And second of all, freaking going for his head with your head, knowing it's a penalty. Granted, it didn't get called as a penalty, which is fantastic. You know, he just gets off with injuring our quarterback, who's the centerpiece of our entire team. Holy crap, dude. That game was such a roller coaster. The Eagles, honestly, it was 10-3 at the end of the first half. But in the second half, the Eagles dominated. And because we went for it, we got a field goal, went for it on 4th down, and then went for it on 4th down. And guess what? Neither of those 4th downs converted. But guess what? Oh, God, dude. I'm hysterical. You gotta learn when to kick a field goal. Going for it on 4th down, you kick a field goal, and then no matter what, a touchdown puts you in the lead. Because the Seattle's up 17-9, right? So one field goal, 17-12. You're down by 5 points. You get a defensive stop and then a touchdown. Then without an extra point, you're up 18-17. Okay? Does this make sense? Okay? Doug Peterson. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I was screaming at the TV the entire game. Seattle won the game with 12 penalties for 120 yards. And the Eagles were in the red zone 5 times that game. And they got 3 field goals out of it. And one of the field goals wasn't in the red zone. Oh my God, dude. It's funny because we had Josh McCown out there, our backup quarterback, which if for those of you who don't know, the Eagles team right now is their practice squad. There are 3 people who are out there on the field for the Eagles right now who started the season out there on the field with the Eagles right now. And 2 of them are offensive linemen, and the last one's a running back. And we dominated. We just went for it on 2 4th downs that made no sense. That's how you lose games. Oh, God, dude. Doug Peterson took us to the Super Bowl. We won with Doug Peterson as the head coach. But dang, dude, he makes some bad decisions sometimes. Oh, yeah, and let me just point out. We have the ball with 8 minutes to go. And at the end of that same drive, we hit the 2-minute warning when we're down by 8. What sense does that make? And speaking of the 2-minute warning, hold up. Speaking of the 2-minute warning, how come we waited and let the clock stop at the 2-minute warning before going for it on 4th down? Okay, let's make some rational sense out of this. We have 3 timeouts, right? We're good. We have 3 timeouts. But we kick a field goal before the 2-minute warning, Then we get the kickoff. Seattle runs a running play, as they will, because they're trying to run the clock down, right? The clock stops, because it's the 2-minute warning, and that's when the clock stops, right? Now, we are down 5 points. Seattle goes out of the 2-minute warning with second down, and we have 3 timeouts, right? And they run the ball again, and then they try to throw the ball or something on third down because they know they're not going to get it running because they just lost yards trying to run it because our run defense was on point the entire game. And who knows, they might have converted it, but they probably wouldn't have. That's the thing. And then we have the ball with 1.5 minutes in good field position with a timeout. And we're down by less than a touchdown. So why not, right? Well, apparently, the Eagles, the people on the sideline for the Eagles were thinking, why in the world would we do something that smart, right? Why in the world would we do something logical? Because that's just not how we roll. Let's go for it on fourth down after the 2-minute warning. But yeah, Eagles did not deserve to lose that game. Jadeveon Clowney deserves to be suspended and fined heavily. Heavily. Carson Wentz is on the ground, and he comes in and hits him helmet to helmet, and the referees miss it. They didn't even see that crap. And our quarterback's out of the game because of it. I hate football sometimes.